Hello, everyone. So today we're going to go over how you want to set alarms or messages with interactive sessions for Live App. So I'm going to share with you the screen here. So what we need to do is we need to, let's say the patient will add the readings. So let's say here they want to add some readings. Let's say today the blood pressure is 220 systolic over 20 diastolic, and the pulse is normal. So when they submit, I want them to get a message here. So this list will get the message for them stating that, hey, this blood pressure is very high. So how to do that? So I'm gonna go to data. Yeah, it's this is the last one. So blood pressure systolic is high. So I'm gonna add a column if systolic blood pressure is high. So this is equation or math or if. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna see if I can add conditions if then. So let's say if systolic blood pressure is greater than, let's say 180, then the message will be your systolic blood pressure is high. Otherwise, leave it empty. So I'm gonna just click done. So whenever there is a blood pressure that's high, systolic, this will go up. And I can duplicate that for systolic instead of systolic. I want to do it for diastolic. So if diastolic is more than 100, then I want them to say, yeah, you're diastolic. And then, how about the heart rate? So the heart rate can be also fast. So if heart rate is fast, or it can be slow. Let's do it when it's fast. So if heart rate pulse is greater than, let's say 100, then fast or something like that, whatever message you want to. And then how about if it's slow? So I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to say slow and pulse instead of 100, maybe under 60. So instead of greater than, it's less than 60. For example, your heart rate is slow. It's pretty obvious. For example, and then it's done. So this is how it's going to be listed here. So here, the heart rate is 115. It shows heart rate is high. If this heart rate is 44, I can change it somewhere here, 44 or 40. Then I will show slow heart rate. And the app, the template of display or the outline here, the layout, you can put strike or you can display the information here. So instead of putting the date, for example, we can put more information. So here it's going to be a list And in the list, you have the template with the detailed description, and the meta will add the if the blood pressure is high, if the whatever. So I'm gonna put a strike indicating that there is something wrong. And to do that, I'm gonna just add one more. Here, and this will be a strike warning message. So it's gonna be a template. So I'm gonna just put a star and then stop the pressure, something like that. That's our blood pressure and pulse. Warning signs. So I'm gonna go over so stop blood pressure. The message warning is high. The systolic blood pressure. The warning is high. And the heart rate is high. It's fast. But what if the heart rate is slow? I'm gonna say bradycardia, so it's gonna be stop. So $sign for bradycardia. So if it's slow. So this is how it's gonna be if its systolic blood pressure is high and all. So it's gonna be start with the message your systolic pressure is high, your systolic blood pressure is high, and so forth. And I want to display this warning message in the app, so the user, so instead of only the readings and the date time, I want to add another text here if there is some warning. So to do that, you go here, you select the collection. Here, I want to add some information. It is going to be the warning message. So you see, the warning message will pop up at the top of the readings. So your systolic blood pressure is high and your heart rate is fast, something like that. This is so this is how you want to display your warning messages if you want to see if there are high blood pressure, for example. What if there is a low blood pressure? So again, you go to vitals and you can duplicate the systolic. If it's high, let's duplicate that and make it if it's low. So if systolic blood pressure is less than, let's say 90, so your is low. So we will say this is low if it's less than 90. And same with the systolic. So I'm gonna copy, duplicate this. Instead of systolic, I'm gonna use the diastolic. So if it's less than, let's say, 50. And you can hit enter. So here will be the message for low or low. Same like the fast heart rate or slow heart rate. It's going to show there. So to test that, let's say I want to this blood pressure systolic is 35. So if I go there, I show yours the systolic blood pressure is low. And here, if the systolic (80) or 75, for example, so systolic is low. So your systolic blood pressure is low. So this is how you put the conditions if then for your vitals, and you can display it in your readings here. If you have any questions, let me know.